Hello friends, welcome back to OG Universe. Today we're taking a look at the Mcfarlane Toys DC Multiverse Gold Label Impulse from the Flash War. So this figure was a recent pickup on my little vacation I had to the US. I picked him up at Target and I'm not disappointed. This figure really impressed me. First of all, the paint apps. Let's take a look at the figure in a little closer detail. The paint apps are spot on. So what I was a little leery about, you got a white bodysuit with red and a darker tone, and there is no bleed through whatsoever. The figure, it's perfect. Fantastic paint job. It does come with all these really nice lightning effects, speed force effects, and one of the standouts is that head sculpt. Just fantastic. The clear goggles add so much to this figure. I wish Mcfarlane Toys would have done this with the Booster Gold and Blue Beetle 2-pack. And now, especially with the new Blue Beetle Gold Label figure that was just announced as a Target exclusive, they went with the non-transparent lenses. Just a piece of plastic over his eyes. Not too crazy about that. But I'll probably get it because I'm a sucker and I like Blue Beetle. So, on the back of the card art for this figure, you get a rendition of Bart Allen. That looks extremely young. He looks like he's about 10, maybe 12 years old. This figure definitely doesn't look like a 12-year-old. He definitely has the John Kent kind of teen mid-body proportion size style buck, which is great. I would prefer this over a kind of a childish version of Impulse. I prefer this one. He looks like he's, probably is 17, 18 years old, and he'll be a good addition to my Titans lineup. That's one of the reasons I definitely wanted to get this figure, and I'm really happy I did. So let's take a quick look at some of the articulation. We'll take some of these speed force effects off. They just go anywhere you want. That's what's great about them. They stay pretty secure, so that's nice. They're not too tight. I don't want to scratch any of the paint. But for the figure itself, the articulation in the head, you got some pretty good movement there. No stiffness in the joint. Like, you're not going to worry about snapping it off like the John Kent. I was really worried about that. I did heat up the head, popped it off, put it back on, and perfection. We're back in business here. So you got a good range of motion on the head. You got the ball joint butterfly hinge with the elbow with that extra socket. You got swivel at the bicep, double jointed elbows, standard articulation here. Your ball joints in the wrist, the ab crunch, not too bad. You got a bit of movement. You got a twist at the waist, ball joints at the hips, double jointed knees, ball socket in the ankle with pivot and rocker, but man, this one's really stiff. And you got toe articulation again, super stiff. So that's okay. I like my figures tight. I don't like loose joints. But the figure does share the same hands that the John Kent figure had. Those pose gesture. So a lot of reuse in the figure. The paint job though does it. Man, the paint job just looks fantastic. The head sculpt is awesome. He just looks like the perfect rendition of Impulse in my mind. I know some people are thinking the Young Justice version from the comic where he's a younger kid, like on the back of the card art, but I really like this rendition. So I'm gonna check in a couple other figures here. You got Reverse Flash, and of course we got the very first Flash we got from the DC Multiverse line. That's the Barry Allen Flash here. As you can see, they pair up pretty decently. He is tall, so there is that height difference there, which isn't too bad. I don't like him too short, but I think he stands pretty well with the Flash and Reverse Flash here. And overall, it's a great addition to the Flash lineup. We're definitely building up the Flash family. We're building up the Teen Titans family. I'm really excited to show off the Titans lineup that I'm putting together. So stay tuned for a video of that shortly. But thank you so much for watching, guys. This is a figure that's on your radar. Pick them up. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Check the paint apps. I only found one on the shelf, and luckily this one had really excellent paint apps. So be careful. Happy hunting, and thanks so much for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe.